What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Blue Chip Prospect. Today, we are digging into one of the smartest players in the 2025 NHL Draft class, and we are talking Reschny. If you like guys who can think the game 2 steps ahead, this is the guy you're going to want to keep your radar on. So let's break him down, and as always, we'll go over his stats. We're going to talk about his play style. We'll look over for areas of improvement, see how he projects at the NHL level, and obviously give him an NHL comp. So let's get into it. Reschny is a 5'10" left shot center who stands at 187 pounds. Sounds a little bit like a Nick Suzuki special, just under the 6 foot, but quite heavy for his size. He's an April birthday, so he's not a late. The ranking are a little bit all over the place. Some have him in the 2nd round, some like Corey Pronman have him at 13th overall. Personally, I'm closer to Corey because I have him at number 17. In terms of stats, he scored 92 points, including 26 goals in 62 games. That's first on his team and second in the WHL in point per game, slightly behind Ben Kindle and slightly above Carter Bear. But where he shined the most, it's in the playoff, where he ended up with 25 points in 11 games. That's just slightly behind McKenna and a little bit above Berkeley Catton and Andrew Crystal, which is completely crazy. He took a big step in the playoff. If we talk offense, Reschny offensive game is built on vision, pace control, and smarts. He's a playmaker first, and he excels at reading pressure, breaking it down, and setting up his teammate with clean, precise passes. Whether it's a soft slip pass through layers or a touch pass off the rush, Reschny finds creative ways to move the puck without forcing it, and it's a combination of his vision and timing that really defines him. He's the kind of guy who will slow the game down just enough to manipulate defenders with head fakes, deceptive looks, subtle weight shift. He'll bait you one way and send the other puck the other way. His deception is not flashy for the sake of it, it's just functional. It opens up lanes and buys time for his teammate to get open. You'll see him draw 2 defenders in, hold for half a second, and hit a trailing teammate in stride. It's not just high IQ play, it's repeatable and it's translatable to the NHL. One thing that stands out is how well he reads coverage. He's excellent at spotting soft ice, especially in the offensive zone. He will drift into open space, keep his stick ready, and give his teammate a clean passing target. And while playmaking is the calling card for Reschny, he can definitely finish too. His shot is not overpowering, but he's got a sneaky good release mechanic. He blends puck reception in his handle and will change the angle on release point to throw off defenders and goalies. He's not just getting the puck and ripping it. He makes sure that it's hard to read and harder to stop, and he has to, because his shot itself isn't NHL level. That said, there are moments where he gets a little too locked in doing everything himself. You'll see stretches where he tries to play hero hockey, holding onto the puck too long, circling the zone, trying to make the perfect play instead of making it the simple one. It's usually coming from a good place. He wants to drive the offense, but sometimes it slows things down and takes his teammates out of the play. It's something to watch for and something that'll need refinement. Still, the core of Reschny offensive game, his vision, his manipulation, and his willingness to battle inside makes him one of the more well-rounded creator in this draft class. When it comes to skating and transition play, Reschny's skating isn't a strength, but it's not a liability either. He's got decent mechanics, smooth enough edges, and the ability to shift gears when needed. Where he might run into issues is with separation. He doesn't have that extra pop in his skating to pull away from defenders, especially when he's carrying the puck. It's a concern, especially given his size, but to his credit, he works around it with smarts. In transition, he supports well, he times his routes and creates passing lanes with his positioning. He's not going to drive play end to end, but he'll keep it moving and make quick reads to exploit gaps in coverage. He also knows how to slow the game down to match his pace. He'll draw in forecheckers and make a quick bump pass or absorb contact to make a play. His transitions aren't always flashy, but they're usually efficient. At higher levels, the lack of dynamic speed might limit how much space he has to work with, but the hockey sense and decision making still give him a shot to be effective. When it comes to defense, Reschny's work ethic really shows up defensively. He's not the biggest guy out there, obviously, but he plays with pride without the puck. He tracks back hard, he gets under stick, and he knows how to support down low. He's not out there throwing big hits, but he competes in battles and gets his stick into lanes. What really stands out is how detail-oriented he is in his own zone. He's scanning off the puck, helps sort out the coverage, and always seems to be in the right spot. He doesn't cheat for offense, and that makes him a guy coaches can trust. His anticipation also comes into play here. He's really good at jumping into into passing lanes and disrupting plays early. He might not overwhelm anyone with speed or strength, but his commitment to playing a responsible two-way game helps him make up for it. When it comes to compete and physicality, Reschny's compete level is a big selling point in my opinion. He plays like he's got something to prove. Every puck battle, every shift, he's always engaged. He doesn't shy away from traffic. He basically embraces it. He's willing to go to the net, fight for positioning, and make life uncomfortable for defenders, even if he doesn't always win those matchups. He's a battler. It's not just the physical battle, it's the mental side too. He's dialed in. You can tell that he takes pride in doing the little things right. Even when the points aren't coming, he finds ways to impact the game. He forechecks hard, supports defensively, and rarely takes a shift off. That engine is going to serve him well as he climbs up the level. He may not have overwhelming tools, but he plays with heart and smart, and that combination is a great combination. So let's talk about the areas of improvement. First, the skating. It's not poor, but the lack of separation gear could be an issue. He'll need to keep working on his explosiveness and top-end speed to make sure he can keep up at the NHL level, especially since he doesn't have the size to lean on in tight spaces. Second, the shot. While Reschny has good touch and solid accuracy, he doesn't generate a ton of power or get it off as quickly as he'll need to against pro goalies. It's not a glaring weakness, but there's definitely room for improvement if he wants to become more of a dual threat in the offensive zone. Speeding up the release and adding some pop to this wrister would round out his offensive toolkit nicely. And lastly, while he's willing to get to the inside, there's only so much he can do physically at his current size. He'll need to keep building strength, and if he wants to keep battling against pros, again, the mindset is right. It's just about giving him the tools to execute at a higher level. So what does Cole Reschny project as? If the skating keeps coming and he learns to pick his spot a little better, I see him as a really effective middle six playmaker, a second line center or winger who can run your second power play, support in all three zones, bring that blend of skill and IQ every night. Even if the skating doesn't pop, the brain might still get him there. Worst case, you're looking at a reliable depth option who can move up and down the lineup and keep plays alive with smart and work ethic. He's not a lock to be a star by any means, but he's got a real shot to be a valuable, trusted piece on a competitive team. In terms of comp, I get a lot of Marco Rossi vibes with Reschny. Undersized, not a burner, but make up for it with high-end reads, compete, and vision. The same kind of detailed, inside-driven play. Rossi find a way to stick, and I could see Reschny following a similar path, but I doubt he has the same type of offensive numbers. Alright, so that's gonna wrap it up for Cole Reschny. Let me know what you think. Do you see him sticking at center in the NHL? Can the IQ overcome the skating concerns? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit the like button if you enjoyed, and make sure to subscribe for more scouting reports on the 2025 top prospect. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.